At the risk of sounding like a far right-wing lunatic, I have to say that I believe that this whole thing was an elaborate hoax. Well, I was a right-wing lunatic right then.
Yeah.
I apologize for it. It was a brain fart. I said what I believed at the time.
Why? You know that was total BS, and you know it. You're too smart not to know that.
Well, I hope you're apologizing to the too smart aspect of what she said.
Yeah.
But I just give you 10 seconds on my reasoning. I had just spoken to a couple of cops, experts in demolition and bomb experts, who told me that the devices were not viable. So I said, why would a Trump lover send out fake bombs guaranteed to hurt the president in the lead up to the midterms? It just seemed cartoonish to me. And driving around, who thought it? We'd been driving around in a van with Hillary Clinton's picture with a crosshair, Barack Obama's
But we didn't
picture.
know that before.
It just seemed to me too pat. I'm sorry I said it.
Good.
I never should have opined when I didn't know. I absolutely send my sincere apologies to everyone at CNN when my daughter works, and anyone else who may. This was worse than Al Capone's vault by far.
Talking about this alleged bomb maker, he had a van plastered with pro-Trump propaganda. He videotaped himself at Trump rallies holding signs that say CNN sucks. His social media accounts were just chock full of Trump fervor and threats to Trump critics. Can you honestly say President Trump's words and actions didn't inspire this guy?
I don't understand why hideous crimes committed during Donald Trump are attributed to Donald Trump. Sandy Hook, the massacre of 6th graders, happened when Barack Obama was president. The Pulse nightclub, San Bernardino. Wait a second. The Charleston, South Carolina church massacre. Words matter. I believe, Sonny, that words matter.
This guy had a tricked-out Trump van.
But crazy people are crazy people. That was my point. Crazy people could do crazy things. They don't
Obama
need
never said the things that Trump says.
There are people
Not even once, Geraldo. Come on.
But
again,
I disagree. I disagree.
So you don't think
if we start blaming the speech rather than the perpetrator, we lose sight of what's happened.
Congressman Scalise was shot by a Bernie Sanders supporter, and I don't blame Bernie Sanders for that.
Bernie never said those things either.
But can I just make a point? Bernie Sanders supporter.
And the reason you don't blame Bernie is because A, Bernie never encouraged anybody to go out and beat anybody up or hurt anybody or do anything. And so I think the difference, Geraldo, at least in my mind, is the consistency of this man's rhetoric, starting with Mexicans are rapists, starting with, Islamic people were jumping up and down as the buildings fell. When you do this consistently, and it's every week, I think there is a difference between what happens on somebody's watch and what happens because you have whipped up folks, and they're in their fervor. Some of the folks who may or may not have mental issues. You don't want to whip people up because you don't know who you're whipping up.
Don't his words matter?
You both are making the same very telling point, but words do matter. Therefore, you cannot listen to CNN for 2 minutes without having an attack on the president as being a liar, as being misogynistic, as being... They made Stormy Daniels
a big media star. Is that an attack or is that the truth?
No, let me answer. One man's truth is another man's attack. And you pick up the Washington Post.